Here. Hey, thanks for following me, my friend. Again, just call me your hope dealer. I truly hope today you see a different perspective. I really want to talk to you today. I want to simplify digital marketing for you. And I want to show you how, if you learn to do digital marketing the right way, you guys, it can literally be a lifestyle business. And I want to explain to you what I mean by a lifestyle business. And it's Freedom Friday. So what that means is on Fridays, I love to answer your questions. So once I just briefly want to cover this with you real quick, and then I would absolutely love to answer, open up for questions. And again, you guys hanging out with me on TikTok, thank you so much for following me. Again, just call me your hope dealer. I truly hope today you see a different perspective. I really do. So when you're jumping on, let me know where you're watching from. And YouTube, if you're watching the replay, just put replay in the comments. I love this part, you guys, because I love YouTube, because YouTube allows you to go back and watch the replay. So if you're loving this information today, getting value from it, go back to YouTube and watch it if you need to, okay? So let's dive in. I want to, first of all, kind of share a little bit of my background with you, because I think that's really important to really, hey, Wisconsin in the house, Branson, Missouri in the house, love it. South Africa in the house. I'm hanging out with you guys in New York City. Never been to New York before. We had a blast. We went to the Times Square yesterday. It was amazing. It was just as cool as it looks in the video, in the movies, right? My son runs today and he runs tomorrow. And then we're supposed to get hit with this huge storm the day we fly out. So I think I'm going to be stranded in New York City. Hey, Dallas, Texas in the house. That's where we're supposed to fly to, Dallas. And of course, you guys are supposed to get hit with all that ice storm and stuff. So yeah. Oregon, hanging out with me on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. So that's hence why I love a lifestyle business, right? Because it's like, okay, we're just going to be stranded here. Hopefully this Airbnb is still available. If not, we'll go to another Airbnb until the weather clears. Again, that's kind of the business. Ohio. Oh, yeah, you guys are supposed to get some snow as well. It's supposed to be crazy, right? I am going to be a little bit more organized this time, and I am going to go buy food, because I really do not want to be stranded in New York City at an Airbnb without any food. I am going to go get that. Hey, Dubai, you're on my bucket list to go there. That's one of my places I want to go to is Dubai. So love it, love it, love it. All right, guys. The reason why I want to talk to you about digital marketing today and how it truly can set you up for a lifestyle business. And here's why, because I think some of you are making it way too hard to make money, and that's okay. You just don't know, right? You're listening to all these people that are telling you to do all this stuff, but if you listen to what they're saying, they're telling you to trade time for dollars. I learned in digital marketing, you do not have to trade time for dollars. And that was something I was so excited to learn. And a little bit of my backstory, you guys, I'm a mom of 6 and I'm a grandma to 5, and time with my family is the most important thing to me. And if I go back years and years ago, prior to 2022, I was doing, well, in 2022, and prior to that, I was doing network marketing. I didn't know there was a different way. And hopefully you guys are going to be open-minded today to hear this way. There is not a day that goes by that I'm not so grateful that I was open-minded and I was okay to look at something new. I was ready to gain in knowledge in an industry that I seen exploding, which is the digital world, right? We cannot deny that the digital world is going crazy right now. Everything is going automated and everything is going digital. I wanted to learn that. Okay. Hey, thanks for following me. Again, just call me your hope dealer. I truly hope today you see a different perspective. I just want to simplify things, because it was a post that I discovered on September 9th of 2022 that literally simplified things for me. It was the best post I could have seen. I didn't need to see no video to introduce me to digital marketing. And let me share with you what that post said. No MLM. I was intrigued. No monthly expenses. If you've ever done network marketing, you know the more you make, the more you got to spend. So no monthly expenses. Learn the 2-hour workday. Make 100% profit off of other people's products. And I was like, time out, right? Because I'm used to network marketing products where you make a small percent, right? Same thing with affiliate marketing, right? That's pretty normal. You make a small percent. I was used to that. So I direct messaged her, hey, thanks for following me, my friend. I sent her a direct message and I asked her one question. By the way, she was a complete stranger. And you know what is interesting to me, because I actually discovered this digital marketing system on Facebook. Well, I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook. You can go to my Facebook channel and see. But if you know anything about Facebook, typically, and maybe Facebook has changed, I don't know, usually just friends of your friends see your post. So the fact that a complete stranger, her content was pushed in front of me, it was meant to happen. So many of you might be listening to right now, and my piece of content was pushed in front of you. It was meant to happen that way. Because there's something that you're engaging in that fits what I'm talking to you about. That's the power of the digital world. And I'm going to explain that, because when you can understand that, it will change your life. I no longer have to direct message people. I no longer have to go find customers. In attraction marketing, in digital marketing, you can learn an attraction marketing strategy and attract customers to you. So I messaged her. It was on September 9th of 2022. And this is the only question I asked her, by the way. I said, I was very, like, hey, I saw your post. I'm very interested. I said, but how do you make 100% profit? How does the company make money? She replied back to me and she goes, oh, because we get a pre-built website and we pay for that. And I was like, really? She goes, yeah. So we get to keep all the profit when we sell a product. Now, hear me out, my friends. You realize if you really want to make money online, you have to sell something. For a legit business, you have to sell something. You can sell your own coaching, then you're trading time for dollars. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just giving you like the ideas. You can sell affiliate marketing, which you only make a small percent. Drop shipping, you only make a small percent. Network marketing, you only make a small percent. So when I heard that I could make 100% profit off of other people's products, it was a no-brainer for me. Because I don't know about you, I don't want to share my profits with anyone if I don't have to. Because you will work the exact same amount of time for one customer. So do you want to work the exact same amount of time for one customer and make 100% profit? Or do you want to work the exact same amount of time for one customer and make 30% profit? I don't know about you. I want to make 100% if it's available. So that was it. I said, I'm doing this in the morning. And I remember her response back to me. And she goes, tomorrow's my anniversary with my husband. So if I'm in a delay of responding to you, that's why. I remember that like it was yesterday. That was September 9th of 2022, because that was the day I had the courage to try something new, because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. How many of you are sick and tired of being sick and tired? How many of you do not want to repeat 2025 again? If the answer is yes, you're going to love this. So I followed the process step by step. Now, when I say done for you website, okay, it wasn't a company's website, which right there was, first of all, the most exciting thing I heard, because if you do network marketing, you're building a company's brand. It's their website. You're not building your brand. And I, for years and years and years and years, I built a company's brand. So if you're using somebody else's website, you are a contractor, my friend. There's zero ownership in that. So when you are a contractor, there's no legacy wealth to be made. Legacy wealth is made when you have complete ownership and can build your brand. Yes, multiple income streams. And thank you for following me, my friend. And by the way, today's Freedom Friday. So after I share this with you, I am going to answer your questions, okay? Because this is my favorite part, is literally answering your questions and helping you guys really understand this. That's my only goal today. I have no whiteboards. I have nothing. I just really want somebody to literally have that light bulb moment today. And then I want you to message me or email me in a month and be like, dude, I was on your live and it changed my life. That's all I care about, because this has completely changed my life. And I am no different than you, by the way. Matter of fact, there's a lot of you listening to me right now are a lot smarter than me that are extroverts. I am an introvert. All I care about is spending time with my family. but I was not doing a good job at that in network marketing, because when you make a small percent, you have to work harder to make more money. When you make 100% profit, you don't have to work as hard because all the money goes to your family, not to somebody else. Hello, my friend. Welcome, everybody. So I literally was excited about the fact that it was my own domain, my own email list. I learned email marketing. If I want to give you one piece of advice in 2022, now, what I learned since 2022, and I'm going to give this piece of advice still, and I've been sharing it since 2022, my friend, email marketing is where the millions are made. I'm going to repeat that. Email marketing is where the millions are made. If you want to learn how to build legacy wealth and literally have a predictable income stream, build an email list. And so the strategy taught me how to build an email list while I was getting customers and building my brand and building my following. It just made sense. It was perfect. The bigger my email list, guess what? The bigger my income. Okay, I made 6 figures in 6 months by following this simple strategy. Just a second. Oh, I have lotion on my hands and it's not letting me click. Okay, there goes. I made 6 figures in 6 months. Yeah. My email is still depending. Well, you will always build your email list, my friend. Like, that is something you will do. Just like every day you brush your teeth, right? You will always build your email list. And I absolutely love that. And so that is something that is absolutely so important to me. That's something you will never not build, right? And it's kind of like, for example, is if you have a job, you will always need to go to work to make money. And so I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Matter of fact, you guys, building my email list, you know what it did to me? Yes, it started helping me get daily customers. I ended up making 6 figures in 6 months and my first million in 17 months. But I have to share this with you. You know what else my email list did? The bigger my email list got, I would be like, this is so awesome. Like, there's a lot of people in my email list and they haven't bought my main thing yet. So how can I serve them? So I introduced them to, I created a reoccurring income stream and I introduced them to that. Boom, started making $10,000 a month in reoccurring income. So one simple to follow digital marketing strategy turned into reoccurring income streams as well. That's freedom on a completely different level, by the way. And I built those reoccurring income streams to my email list. Can you imagine applying one strategy? You have one offer. You have one simple system. You have 1 2-hour workflow, but that turns into multiple income streams. You all have reoccurring bills, right? That you know you got to pay every single month. Why wouldn't you also want a reoccurring income stream? You don't think you're going to wake up a little bit different every day knowing you have an extra 10, 20K a month coming in because of a recurring income. I built that through my email list. Yeah, I know. I didn't think I was going to be live today either, but my son doesn't run until 3 o'clock. So I literally have 3 o'clock Eastern time, so 2 o'clock Central time. So I could go live today. I know. I'm so excited. Yesterday was too crazy. I couldn't go live, but so yeah, I'm hanging out with you from New York, New York City. So yeah, I get to go live today. And then as soon as I get off of here, then we're going to head to the Nike Armory where he's running here in New York City. So yeah, so I thought, I'm going to hang out with you guys on Freedom Friday. I know, it is so cool, right? Yeah. And you know what? I mean, I might be going live this weekend hanging out with you because we might be snowed in New York City. So who else would I love to hang out with? So there we go, right, guys? And so that's how my journey started. It was easy. I had a 2-hour workflow, which there was 3 things I did every day was it. And the only skill I needed to learn was mastering that attraction marketing strategy. So I did that. And then I literally launched my own program the Legacy Builders program, I don't even know when, it was like 2.5 years ago, I launched that. And you might be wondering why I did that. I did that because I wanted to fill the gaps. I wanted to teach people how to make reoccurring income. I wanted to teach people how to get monetized on social media. And I really wanted to teach people the power of email marketing. And I started implementing a webinar strategy that I do inside my community. Matter of fact, if you're in my community, we're doing one Monday. And I think it's at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time Monday, which is in the evening for South Africa, because I'll do that. 1 week it will be for South Africa in the evening, and then 1 week it will be in the United States in the evening, because it's really important to me that I provide webinars for each of them. When I started adding webinars inside my community, 6-figure earners and 7-figure earners in South Africa were popping like popcorn. And so I was like, I have to teach this strategy. And here's what I absolutely love. When you learn this simple strategy, guess what happens in your life? You've mastered digital marketing skills that can be applied to anything. Anything. That, my friends, is how you have complete ownership. Yes, I love our webinars. I know as soon as I don't think I'm going to be back before the storm hits. Yeah, I think I'm seriously going to be stranded. We're supposed to fly out unless the storm doesn't hit, right? We're supposed to fly out in New York City in the afternoon on Sunday. And we're supposed to get in New York City here, they're calling for 13 to 16 inches of snow starting on Sunday morning. So I don't see it happening, but that's okay. Hey, I'll just hang out in New York. I am going to be smart though. And I am going to go to the grocery store tonight and make sure we have food here at the Airbnb. I've already checked the Airbnb and I can stay here a few days longer if we're stranded. So the only hiccup I personally have is I'm doing a 3-day workshop for my community and for you guys. If you guys want to attend, it's a free workshop. And so traveling for me would be limited. But that's okay. That's kind of part of having a lifestyle business, right? Anyway, it's just going to be a great story. But we are going to get prepared tonight for that. But anyway, so that's exactly, you guys, why I launched my program, because I really want to help people have ownership. And because the moment you have ownership in your life, you can leave a legacy. That's why I call it the Legacy Builders program. So you can leave a legacy, so you can get rid of that generational struggle and create generational wealth. And I do offer those 5 programs. I don't offer 1 or 2, and here's why. Because with being such a, when is the free workshop? It starts Tuesday. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I would tell you how to go there. If you check my stories later, I'll put a link in there if you want to click on it and get registered for the free workshop. When I get off of here, I'll immediately go and put it in my stories. Yeah. If you want to get free access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint that I'm going to actually share with you here in a second, just go to the link in my bio and you can get free access to that. Once you get that, if you want to reply to that email and say free workshop details, I'll send them to you as well. Yeah. Hey, Kim Tracy. I literally was just talking about New York and possibly being stranded here. Oh my goodness. So anyway, that's why I created the program and why 5 programs, because with it being such an international business, I understand currency is different in every country. And I also understand everybody has different goals and dreams. Not everybody wants to become a self-made millionaire. Not everybody wants to become a 6-figure earner. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of people in my community that literally just want to make an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a month. And I love that. Like when I first launched my business, I was literally launching my business because I didn't realize, I didn't even know if 6 figures would be possible back in 2022. Because I had tried so hard in network marketing. So I assumed this was going to be hard as well. So I'd oh my gosh, if I can just help moms have no monthly expenses and build an income so they never have to take a calculator to the grocery store again, would be awesome. Because as a mom of 6, I've had to take a calculator to the grocery store before. And so that's how I launched my business. So that's why there's thousands of people in our community that just want to make an extra $1,000 to $2,000. Well, now that I've made millions and I've helped people make 6 figures and 7 figures. I'm like, I want to help more people make 6 and 7 figures in 2026 than I ever have before, because I know it's possible. Yeah. You live in Connecticut? Yeah, I think you're going to get hit as well, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Kim, so we're supposed to leave tomorrow or Sunday afternoon. Yeah, right when the storm really hits. So yeah. Okay. We have not a problem of motivation, but it's all a question of identity. When we act to know what we want, really the magic operates. Hello, leaders from everywhere. Hello. I like that. I was like, wow, that's deep. Good for you. Yeah, that's true. I mean, in life, like some things we can't have. Like, for example, I could never be a basketball player. I'm too short and I'm not that coordinated, right? But I love basketball. I love football. There's some things you can't have. But in digital marketing, it don't matter how small you are. It don't matter how big you are. It don't matter where you live. It don't matter what language you speak. Like it doesn't, there's no prejudice at all in digital marketing. And that's what I love. That's why I get so fired up, because if you're just willing to master a few skills, it can change your life. And it was attraction marketing that I wanted to get so good at showing up online and attracting customers to me. That's it. And that's it. If anybody can do that, I can do it. Yeah. Yes. No limitations. I love that. That's something I love about digital marketing. There truly isn't no limitations, right? I just don't like it when I see people, like, one of my hardest parts about mentoring people to success is this. I can tell that they're so close to mastering that $1 million message, and they get distracted by, I want the easy button. So I think I'm going to spend 6 hours a day and go live, which I don't think it's an easy button, but it's 6 hours a day and go live on TikTok Shop to make $4 on a customer. Or, I just want to create a few videos and make $20. Like, what? That's trading time for dollars. No legacy will ever be built that way. And if you just give it enough time and you learn how to master your $1 million message, sky's the limit, my friends, what can happen to you. Yeah. Hey, thanks for following me. Just call me your hope dealer. I truly hope today you see a different perspective. I really do. Because it's not as hard as we think it is. It's just sometimes we overthink what it should be. When I pulled back and I was like, okay, I'm going to rip the rearview mirror off. This is exactly what I said to myself, by the way, because I literally had the whole mindset and thinking of network marketing. And I was like, I'm going to rip the rearview mirror off, and I'm literally going to follow this blueprint to a T, literally to a T. I'm not going to question it. And I'm just going to focus on getting really, really good. The first thing I wanted to focus on getting really, really good was my storytelling. And then that attraction marketing. That's the first two things I wanted to get focused on getting really, really good at. And that's exactly what I did. I'm sharing with you guys right now. Hey, Celine, how are you, my friend? I feel like like a hair went down my throat or something. Hold on, let me get a drink. And so I didn't focus on a lot, because sometimes people can try to make this fancy funnel or try to master all these other things. And the reality is, if you're not good at attracting people, it doesn't matter what you sell, right? It doesn't matter. But the thing that I loved in my journey of learning digital marketing, in my journey of learning attraction marketing, in my journey of building a TikTok account, I built an email list. The smartest thing I ever did. I'm telling you guys right now, if you want to build digital wealth, build an email list. There is not one successful company on this planet that hasn't had an email list. I look at everybody wildly successful online. They all have an email list. Here's why. Just like, we're good with TikTok now, right? If you guys were on the beginning of this, TikTok is sold, but it's still, I have the article. I'll email it to you. Celine, is hilarious. ByteDance owns TikTok. So what they did is they called the TT Commerce and Global Services LLC. It's an entity in United States. It's still owned by ByteDance. I'm only sharing that with you because one of my biggest fears when they got sold, because TikTok said we will not sell our algorithms. TikTok is TikTok because of their algorithms. So when I heard that they were going to sell, I'm like, oh my gosh, is TikTok going to like just quit? You know, like the algorithms. It's still owned by ByteDance. I did my research because I got my email this morning because I'm monetized on TikTok. So I got my email this morning from TikTok. So of course I read the email and of course I go put in this TT Commerce and Global Services, who owns it, right? Because an LLC, you know who owns them, and it pulls up and it's still owned by ByteDance. It's just an entity here in the United States. So with that being said, we're good. Back to business as always. So yeah. And be patient and follow the blueprint. Made my first sale with my daughter, was in the hospital. Aw, well, congratulations on getting your first customer. But hopefully your daughter's doing good. You know, I love what you said, though, not the fact that your daughter was in the hospital, but the fact that you got that sale because you have automations. You mastered the system, right? That's something that is so important to me, is that you guys are not trading time for dollars. I am not a mentor to be like, you got to work hard. I want you to create 50 videos a day. I want you to go live 3 hours. No, I am not that mentor. I'm the mentor like, I want to help you master getting your income earning activities done in 2 hours a day so you have more time to do the things that you love. Because life is too short. It's too short. You can never, time is undefeated. When we're long and gone, time is going to keep on going. Time is undefeated. So it's so important to learn how to structure equals freedom, learn how to manage your time. I love, like the fact, you guys, I love getting my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. I love that. Like when I'm off of here, I'm done for the rest of my day. That's freedom I've always wanted because my system is automated. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I was a little concerned about TikTok with the algorithms because they said we will sell TikTok, but we will never sell an algorithm. So they got it figured out to where they just opened an entity that's ran by people here in the United States. So nothing's really going to change, which is good, which is good. Yeah, which is really good. So yay. Matter of fact, I'm kind of excited, you guys, because I really feel when TikTok's been kind of going through like the transition. I think it's going to be amazing what's going to happen. I think we've not seen anything yet with TikTok, by the way. So if you're trying to build a business on TikTok and it's not going for you as quick as you want, just have grace, my friend. If you want to leave a legacy, it's not about overnight success. It's about that consistent effort. Like here, let me give you guys an example. For those of you that like to quit easy, I want you to do some research this weekend. And I'm saying all of this with love, by the way. Do you realize most people just working a job can't retire at 65? But most people are okay working 40, 50 hours a week to know they can't even retire at 65. And we're okay with that. So me, I gave myself 3 years to really learn. I didn't say to have massive success and quit. I'm like, I said, I will until. I did not want to go back to network marketing. I did not want to get a job. I wanted to learn how to have a lifestyle-based business where my automations do the work for us. The automations. So you know what my stress is? I don't know how to post. Okay, so that's why you need to be part of a community like mine. Because if you're part of a community like mine, you'll know exactly what to post. Now, if you're inside my community and you just said that, then you're not plugging in, okay? And that's something so important, right? And because, for example, I just completed a 30-day legacy launch. And inside that 30-day legacy launch, and by the way, if you're brand new, go start with day 1. I gave you all the content for an entire year, the hooks to use, a simple framework of how to create 30-second videos, 7-second videos, and 1-minute videos, all the hooks to use. I even give you 4 different on 4 different days, 4 different chat GPT, 4 different chat GPT scripts to help you create content based around your perfect customer. Like literally you have all of the content. That's why I want brand new people to start with that, because you literally, there's zero guesswork. There's zero guesswork. And that's why I did it that way. Yeah, and that's exactly why I did it that way. Yeah. And that is exactly why I did it that way. And you know, it's so wild to me. Like, and I'm going to, again, you guys, I'm going to say this with complete love, but it's like, we'll go to college and we'll show up for college. We'll spend thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars going to college. We'll go to college not making any money, and we'll go to college for 4 to 6 years and be okay with that. But then when we invest in digital marketing, we don't plug in. And if after 3 months we don't have success, we quit. Wild. That's kind of like you invest tens of thousands of dollars going to college, and you don't go to college and you blame college. You would never do that, right? You know, you didn't make the money. You didn't get a degree at college because you didn't put the work in. Digital marketing is the same, which to me, what you have to work on is your structure and discipline, which is easy to fix. Because you look at your habits and patterns in your life, you've been structured and disciplined on other things before. Just be structured and disciplined on learning digital marketing, and you won't even recognize your life by the end of this year. And I'm so grateful that I literally wanted to master something new, because I knew the more skills I learn, the more bills I can pay. That's in everything in life. Like if you want to go be a dentist, you can't just watch some YouTube videos over this weekend. You got to gain in knowledge and gain in skills and go to school for what, 4, 5, 6, 8 years to be a dentist. Then you got to go open a dentistry or find a place to work. Then you can start making money. And we're okay with that. If you had that type of mindset in digital marketing, you will become a self-made millionaire. 1,000% you'll become a self-made millionaire. And I love that. Aw, thank you. I'm grateful for what you do for all of us. I absolutely love helping you guys, right? The irritating part is when I see grown adults quit so quickly. It blows my mind. I mean, I gave network marketing years and years and years because I was like, I'm right there. I'm right there. And then it was like seeing one post on Facebook say, oh, no, you can build a successful business with no monthly expenses. Oh, you can build a successful business and make 100% profit and have ownership. And I'm like, I'm in. And I literally ripped the rearview mirror off. And I was like, I am not going to take the trading time for dollar habits into digital marketing. And I literally just went all in. And I think those of you that decide to go all in, you wouldn't even recognize your life. I went all in, made 6 figures in 6 months. I went all in and made my first million in 17 months, but I'm consistent. I don't allow limiting beliefs to creep back in. I remind myself what I want. And the moment you remind yourself what you want and the vision you're going after, you can't quit. That's in everything though. Like these conversations is what I have with my grandchildren, by the way. I really do. Like, it's like, we don't quit. Now, if you want to go out for a sport and if you don't like the sport, you got to finish the sport. You can't quit. That was what I said to myself. I'm like, you will master digital marketing. And after you master it, if you don't like it, then you can walk away, but you're going to master it first. Well, now it's the funnest thing I've ever done. The funnest thing. Yes, I love our community. Oh, thank you. Michelle, you are so nice and genuine. Thank you for being, yay. I'm glad I'm easy to understand. And you know, one thing about you guys, you know, and some of you get triggered with some of the things that I say, everything I say is with love. And I'm saying it because I am not going to support you not having success. I will support you and I will say things that could trigger you to get you back in the right line and the right perspective to have success. Because I know if I can do it, you can too. I am no different than you guys. I definitely am not. Yes, mastering something. Yeah. So I know, and I love our community. You know, that's something that was so important to me, you guys. So when I launched my business, I can you hear all the sirens out there? Oh my goodness. So when I launched my business in September of 2022, and I started getting my email list started growing and I started getting customers. The first thing that went through my mind is, man, you know, I hope nobody's slipping through the cracks. So in November of 2022, I created my community. Complete ignorance on fire. I was terrified. Not a Facebook group, but I wanted a community where people could gather together, learn and grow together, right? Learn and grow together. And so that's what I did. Um, yeah, you know, I gotta wait, where did that comment go? I love this comment. That's the best thing you can do. No fluff. We need to be called out. Yeah, thank you. But a lot of people get triggered by that. Yeah, but that's okay. Not everybody is fit for me. And so that's why I created the community in November of 2022. And it was the best thing I ever did. And never in my wildest dreams did I think this gal from Kansas would build a global community. I'm telling you guys, never say never. Matter of fact, I'll share a funny one with you. I said I would never go live. I said I would never go live because when I launched my business, I was such an introvert. Like creating content was hard. Can I tell you how I got over that hump of having content be hard? I literally acted like I was literally at a coffee shop. And when I would go create a video, instead of looking at the phone, like I was looking at the phone, I would look at the phone and pretend it was you and I was at a coffee shop and I'm sharing with you an opportunity that can change your life. And that is how I did it. I literally never looked at, oh my gosh, you're creating a video that's going to be put on TikTok. I was like, no, I'm having a conversation with Emily. I actually named my perfect customer Emily. And so I pretended like me and Emily were just having a conversation. And Emily had a cute little boy and he would kept on crawling on her. And I envisioned that. Here's why I had to add the child. I love kids. I'm a mom of 6. I'm a grandma to 5. I love kids. And so empathy comes, and I'm very heart-centered when I envision kids. And so that's why my content landed really, really well for families. And that's why they could sense I was genuine because I truly am, because I literally just think about that. I'm like, oh my gosh, because I know the impact one video had on my life. Not even a video, one post had on my life. And that's how I did it. So another example, you guys, if you struggle with creating videos, instead of acting like you're making a video, act like you're FaceTiming someone. How would you talk if you were FaceTiming someone? Right? Like you would just like have a kind of a conversation. The moment you start creating videos like that, can I tell you what happens with your content? People feel seen by you. So many of you guys are creating content to try to sell people. The moment somebody feels seen by you, and they feel seen by you when you're just having a conversation, try it, see what happens. Yeah, try it and see what happens. Just go have conversations. And, you know, it's interesting because I will share this with you. And I have it all. It's in a box somewhere. I literally, when I went on my run, so I was in the business almost it was close to 90 days. I was in the business and I was in digital marketing. I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm onto something. I literally was like, I think I'm onto something. And I literally, you guys, I'm telling you what, 90-day runs can change your life. It is long enough to create momentum, but it's short enough to eliminate distractions. So I literally went on a 90-day run to 6 figures. I had exactly how much I needed to make in 90 days to hit 6 figures. I had it on my wall. Okay. I looked at it every day. And every day it was the amount, but here's the secret sauce. Every day when I would get a customer, I would put the name and then the dollar amount. So it was helping people. I knew if I helped, for example, you guys, in my program, if you help 6 people a month, you make 6 figures in 2026. So I knew how many people I needed to introduce to digital marketing, introduce to my community to make my 6 figures. So their names would be on there. So when you're looking at names instead of numbers, you show up with empathy and compassion and heart. If you have a dollar amount, that's the problem. You're trying to sell people, not serve people. And the moment I started serving people instead of selling people is the moment success came to me. That's in anything you sell, by the way. Don't matter what you sell. If you have that type of mindset, everything changes. Just get out of your head and get in your heart. So that's what I did with my content. Guess what happened when I started creating content like that? I would get replies on my posts, or I'd get emails and people would be like, that video, I swear you're talking directly to me. I would reply back, I am, because you're my perfect customer. Or I'd get replies to emails like, oh my gosh, like I think you're in my head. How do you know exactly how I feel? I'm like, because you're my perfect customer. The moment I got comments like that was the moment 6 figures just came so quick. So I'm telling you guys, just be you. You are enough. You don't got to be fancy. Just don't go try to sell people. Go out there and serve people no matter what you're selling. Like I can be around a really good realtor that is just trying to serve people, trying to help them with their needs and help them with what they need. And then I can be around a realtor that's trying to sell people. God, they're 2 different people. Literally 2 different people. You got to think about that for your business, no matter what you're in. No matter what you're in. Yeah. No matter what you're in. And thank you guys for following me. Just, again, call me your hope dealer. I truly hope today you see a different perspective. But you want to be very successful in 2026, just go serve people. Just care about serving more than selling, and you will make more money than you ever thought possible. That was the power of community to me. I serve my community every week, and I love it. Like every Monday, I do a legacy builders call, and we have a tech call for people that want to learn the tech side more. And then we do calls on Thursday. Next week, I'm hosting a 3-day free workshop where I'm literally going to hang out with you. What is it, like 4.5 hours? You get access to me for free. And I'm literally showing you how to take digital marketing and not only just get one-time customers, but also build that reoccurring income stream. I'm going to post it again on my, yes, serve more than selling. Yes. And that's because the old way of doing marketing, you had to sell, sell, sell. We don't have to. It's serve, serve, serve now. And to give you access to that workshop, I will, when I get off of here, I will post a story. Okay. And you can click on that link and register for it. It's just buildwithmichelle.com, but I'll put it on there for you. And you guys, I want to invite you, and then I'm going to open up for questions here, but I want to invite you to something today. And that is, I want you to grab free access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint. And here is why. It will literally break digital marketing down for you. Yay! I'm glad you're so excited for the workshop. I love the workshops. Like, I love hanging out with people. I wish I could do them more than once a month because they're just so fun. And it's just, you guys get me so fired up because I love seeing your guys' visions, and I love the breakthroughs and the aha moments that happen, and it's truly possible for you. But the Freedom Formula Blueprint, the link is in my bio. Okay. It's just dailypaybusiness.com. Go pick that up today. It's free. It will show you the exact automated system I've used. It will show you the exact offer, my exact system, and it will show you the 2-hour workflow. Check it out. If you are truly interested in making 100% profit off of products you didn't create, you guys, for example, one customer is $1,400. How many customers would you need a month to financially help you? If one customer was $1,400, how many customers would you need a month that would financially make a difference in your life? Do you realize if you just get 6 customers a month, that's $100K in 2026. There will be more 6-figure earners created in 2026 inside my community than ever before because of the simplicity behind it. Now, for those of you thinking, well, how am I going to find the 6 customers? There's 5 billion people on social media. Think about it, my friend. How did you discover me? You're hanging out with me on social media. I will show you how to create content and attraction marketing strategy to attract customers to you. It's brilliant, by the way. And I will show you how to do that in 2 hours a day. Another one of my products, I have a $1,400 product. Imagine making $1,400 off of one customer. I have a $900. Imagine making $900 off of one customer. And I have a $600. $600 off of one customer is awesome. Then $300, then $100. I have 5 different programs, all in English, and they all unlock in Spanish as well. Okay, I did that because when I was building my business, I have a global business. 50, I don't even know. Let me see. How many people do we have in our community? 58,400 people. Wow. And we built that at no monthly expenses, by the way. It was literally built 100% organically. So if you see a system built 58,400 people organically, what does that tell you? The process works. What I love, though, is they can take all of these digital marketing skills that they're learning and apply them to any type of business. Hence why we call it the Legacy Builders Program, so you can leave a legacy for your family. It's all about that legacy wealth, and that's what I want for you. I want to help you get rid of that generational struggle and create the generational wealth. Why? Having a simple to follow system. Yeah, numbers don't lie. That's right. Yeah, love it. Yeah, I literally have a complete training in there of how to build a faceless business. Matter of fact, if you get my bundle pack, we even show you how to use AI to do it as well. The AI training we've added to my Legacy Builders bundle pack, you guys, is worth over $10,000, and you get access to it in my bundle pack, and you're not paying 10 grand. I did that, and it cost me about $3,000 a month just to host all of the AI trainings that you guys get access to. It's amazing. So you can completely use all AI to build a complete faceless account and how to help you with your brand and everything like that. Oh my gosh, it's actually really, really good training. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So if you want to check it out, get the blueprint. The link is in my bio. If you're loving the information and if you want to go to my website, please click on my website. Make sure you scroll through the entire website. Okay. Because you'll see all 5 programs when you scroll through the entire website. Do you guys realize you could have a automated business up and going this weekend? Then you could invite people to my webinar. Yeah, webinar. That's going to be Monday. My workshop is Tuesday, but I'm going to do a webinar on Monday. You guys can invite people to the webinar on Monday. What if you got your first customer on Monday? Life-changing, right? Remember, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Yeah, I have a community of people from South Africa. Yes, huge, huge part. There's 27 self-made millionaires in South Africa, brand money in my community. Think about it, you guys. That's the power of social media, by the way. I'm just a gal in Kansas that started posting content on social media, and one of my videos got pushed to South Africa. And because of that, now there's been a ripple effect over there, and now we have a huge community base in South Africa. I made $300 yesterday while doing pedicure and manicure. I love it. Yeah, I love it. So good. Congratulations, my friend. That's the stories I love to hear. That families can make money when they're doing their life. That's why it's called a lifestyle business. You get to build your life around this. Yes, I love that so much. So awesome. Okay, real quick, anybody have any questions for me before I bounce off of here? Because that's kind of Freedom Friday. Feel free to ask me anything. I would love to answer your questions, right? Because if I can ask you, or if you can ask me a question and you can take action on it today, what if it helps you? So let me know. Hello, my friend. So I'm part of the South Africa community, and I just joined yesterday. Woohoo! Welcome. I can't. I'm so happy you are here. If I'm going to give you a really hot tip real quick, okay, my friend, the one that said they just joined yesterday from South Africa. If this is your account you're using, you're going to want to change your profile. And I'm saying this with complete love. Again, I will never set you up for failure, only success. I'm just telling you that because your picture is pretty popular with bots. So you're going to have a hard time building an account if you look like a bot. So make sure you have a more business style profile, either a picture of you, or like if you're going to use like some type of faceless image, make sure that you use that. Okay. I just don't want people to be clicking on what's spamming your videos, saying, calling you spam and stuff. And I want you to have success. So anyway, make sure you do that. Hey, Jane, thanks for following me, my friend. Just call me your hope dealer. I hope today you see a different perspective. I truly do. When you started in September 2022, where or who did you buy the master resale rights program from? Where? What do you mean where? I found it on Facebook. Yeah, the gal's name was Carissa. She was a complete stranger. I don't even think that company's in business anymore. I don't know. I don't think they are. Honestly, I mean, yeah, I don't think they are. Carissa does network marketing. Honestly, I think that's how I had seen her post, because prior to that, I did network marketing. I think that's the common. We had mutual friends, and that's how I seen her post. I think she does a little bit of both. I really don't know, honestly, because when you make 100% profit, you take ownership. So you don't worry about the small stuff. I don't sweat the small stuff. I am so grateful for her, like every day. Like I really want to meet her someday and hug her, because she made that post that day. And she changed my life. And when I started growing a community, I seen the gaps. And we just filled the gaps. And that's when we launched the Legacy Builders program. And it's been life-changing. Yeah, it's been absolutely life-changing. Best thing I've ever done. And I have a really amazing team. So I can still, work smarter instead of harder. Every once in a while, Carissa will pop on my lives. It's pretty cool. On TikTok, yeah, it's pretty cool. And she'll like, come on. And I'm like, I'm going to meet you someday and hug you. We got to say that because, I'm so grateful that day that she showed up. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you're hesitant to post something on social media, today could be the day that you change somebody's life. Never be afraid to make a post, because you never know. And you never know who's watching. You just never know. Yep. So that's it. That's my story. So no questions other than that? That was an easy question to answer. Yeah. Yeah. It was a little over, I'm trying to think of the exact date we launched the Legacy Builders program. And I have a question. Yes, my friend. What is your question? Yeah, ask away. I'm paying attention I got like 5 more minutes and I do got to bounce off of here. Yeah, 5 more minutes and then I got to go. My son runs today, so we're going to head to the track and then go grocery shopping just in case the storm does hit New York and we're stranded. Oh my goodness. So yeah, what's your question, my friend? I'll give it a second. Absolutely, one post can change everything. It can. And it's so crazy, because she didn't even have a video. I didn't even need a video. I didn't. It said no MLM. It said no monthly expenses. It said the 2-hour workflow, make 100% profit off of other people's products. I was in. I asked one question: how can you make 100% profit? She told me. I was like, this is a no-brainer. I'm getting started in the morning. She replied back to my message and she goes, tomorrow's my anniversary. If I'm in a delay of responding, I'll get back to you. I'm like, no problem. I purchased the next morning, heading to my son's cross-country meet. As soon as I got home, I dove in and I was like, this is so cool. And I would get all excited because I was excited to learn something. I didn't look at it as overwhelming or exhausting. I was like, this is awesome, because I knew it was my ticket out of trading time for dollars. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Thank you. Do you sell any other digital on TikTok? No, I just sell my 5 different digital programs using TikTok. You guys, this is what I love. You guys, I'm telling you something. You can scroll through my entire content since 2022, and I've been saying the exact same thing. That's how you build a brand. So many of you bounce around so much, you got to keep on starting over. You got to stop that. Yep, same thing. Thank you. I'm excited for him. Hey, Martin, thank you for following me. I can't wait for the next 90-day run. I know 90 days is like all you guys need. If you are truly serious about taking action, you got to get rid of that stinking thinking. You got to get rid of that limiting belief. If you're all in and go 90 days into something, oh my gosh, it can change your life. Let me see. Oh gosh, I just seen a post. What do I tell a potential customer that want to use the online business to sell their product? Well, that's what my system does. Yeah, that's why I give a template. So when somebody joins my program, they get access to the entire attraction marketing, that whole entire strategy. They get access to a pre-built funnel and automations. I've had so many people take that funnel, use it for real estate. They just got to re-edit it to fit them. Use it for real estate, use it for massage therapy. I mean, tons of brick and mortar businesses. Yeah, they just got to edit it to fit them. They got to give something away for free. Like, for example, the lady that was a massage therapist, I had her do a 4-part series of how to relieve back pain in the comfort of your home in 5 minutes a day. She gave away a blueprint and training how to do that. Step 5 was it monthly or bi-weekly or bi-monthly massage, something like that. And that's what she did. That's how she built it. She just took my system and she just implemented it to, or changed it a little bit to fit her. Yeah. See, we overcomplicate it. You guys, systems work. You just got to edit it to fit your business. I have another lady inside my community and her husband took the system. Now he gets 6-figure brand deals. But he also took it. Now he's built his own community and now he has his own product as well. And he gets 6-figure brand deals, all because of what he learned inside my program. Yeah. Hey, thanks for following me. Let me see. You're talking to me right now, my friend. What question do you have? Yeah. Yeah, my entire content says the same thing. Yeah, it does. And that's what I love that. I'm like, just scroll back to my content. I've literally been saying the same thing. But here's so cool, right? I've been saying the same thing. But through my email list is how I have other income streams in reoccurring. And that's what I teach. And I'm doing a 3-day workshop next week to teach that. Anna, thank you for following me, my friend. Let me see. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know. I must have missed something, but somebody said, be careful for people that want to trick you under Michelle's name. Yes. So, oh my gosh, is that why you asked that about TikTok? Ooh, that could be why. I will never direct message you. Okay. This is really important. I will never send you a direct message. So if you're getting a direct message from me, I can promise you 1000% it is not me. I don't sell you trading or crypto or anything. I have dailypaybusiness.com or buildwithmichelle.com. If you have a different domain other than those two, it is not me. I will communicate with you through my emails. That way, you know, 1000% you're talking to me. So just be safe. Okay. Yeah. Just be safe. Okay. Yeah. And, you know, I'm really hoping now that, you know, maybe now that TikTok, they have a new entity here in the United States that they'll really work on that and make it easier for us to get verified. Yeah. The storm is going to hit. I know. I know, Debbie. Like literally, she was talking about the storm that's going to hit. I'm in New York City. My son runs today and he runs tomorrow, and we're supposed to fly out Sunday when the storm hits. Luckily, the Airbnb I'm staying at, it's available on Monday. So we're going to be smart tonight because it's going to be really, really cold tomorrow. And we're going to go get food and get stocked up just in case. So thank you, Debbie. Yeah. And here's the crazy part. So I live in Kansas, and I also have another place in Dallas. So both places are going to be, the storm starts in Kansas today, moves to Dallas, and Dallas will also get an ice storm. And then the next day it comes here. So the chances of us probably leaving Sunday are pretty slim, because one time when I was flying from Kansas to Dallas, it was just raining in Dallas, and my flight got postponed 6 hours because of rain. So it should be, yeah. My only hiccup I have, honestly, is I have my workshop. So I don't know how I'm going to fly back. If I can't get back, and Saturday or Monday's pretty busy as well, because Monday I have I'm doing a webinar on Monday, and then I'm doing a legacy builders call on Monday, and I think I'm doing a Monday evening. Let me look. I need to look at my schedule. Yeah, I'm doing the legacy builders call Monday evening at 6 o'clock. I guess if I can get back Monday, I could have somebody do that for me. But then I have my webinar. So I might be stranded in New York City for another week. I don't know. Oh my goodness. But we are going to prepare and get food. So yeah. Any other questions, you guys? Great group today, by the way. I got to get rid of my stinking thinking. Yeah, Matt, can I give you a really hot tip of how to get rid of your stinking thinking? Just a minute. I got to do the puzzle piece. Here, my friend, is how you get rid of your stinking thinking. You're lacking in vision. Without vision, people perish, by the way. You got to have vision. Like, Matt, you got to literally grab a piece of paper and you got to write down the amount. What is your goal that you want to achieve by December 31st of 2020. Actually, I do in 6 months and then in 6 months. Like, you need to write down what your goal you would like to achieve by June of 2026. Here's why I do that, Matt. Because, and this is for everybody else listening to me, because if you do not reach that goal in June, you can readjust it and then go on the next 2 90-day runs, right? And then what happens is, but you need to envision what your life is going to be like when you reach your goal in June. What are you going to be doing? What's going to change? What is your bank account going to look like? Like, maybe your goal is to have $30,000 in debt paid off. Then you're going to literally envision what it's going to be like to have $30,000 in debt paid off, the choices you're going to be able to make. You got to be so crystal clear on that. When you are is when you make money. Because if you stay in your stinking thinking, in your limiting belief, it's because you have no vision. I envisioned me never missing one of my son's cross-country meets. I envisioned literally not having to look at my bank account. I envisioned being able to take my grandchildren to the beach for the first time. I envisioned all this stuff. Guess what? It's all come true. Came true because I set a vision. I didn't care what anybody said. I didn't care if my videos didn't get any views. I cared about me doing the right activities every day so I could live the life I wanted to live. Without a vision, people perish. You have stinking thinking. You aren't consistent because you lack vision. Gain vision, and you will like somebody ignited a fire under your booty. Seriously. It's seriously that simple. Then follow the proven path, be consistent, and change your life. Hence why I love 90-day runs. 90-day runs are absolutely everything. And that's it. Like, 90-day runs are everything. But if you have, like, every day, I would envision, like I had, when I was building my business at the beginning, I would envision, because I knew my son was going to go off to college. I knew he was going to be a runner, and I never wanted to not be at one of his races. Hence why we're in New York, right? We're getting ready to leave. I'm going to go watch him race. So I envisioned him looking up at me after every race, knowing his mom was there. Right? I envisioned taking my grandkids to the beach for the first time. Like, I envisioned all of this. So I became unstoppable, but I became very empathetic as well, because I realized I know I'm not the only mom that wants those things. That vision is more important than knowledge. Vision is more important than mastering skills. Master the vision part, and you will become bulletproof. Nobody can stop you when you want something bad enough. Think about it. If you want to learn how to shoot a bow and arrow, you don't just go shoot. What do? You have a bullseye, and you just practice. If you practice long enough, you're going to hit that bullseye. That's your business. What's that bullseye you want by the end of June? What's that bullseye, like, you're non-negotiable, you're going to have by December 31st, 2026? Create that vision, you will become unstoppable. Try it. Challenge me on it. And then you look at it every day. You get a notebook, and every day you write down your wins you've had that day. Celebrate your wins. Not the stinking thinking, not what you don't have. Celebrate what you do have and what you're achieving. You can't eat an apple in one bite. It takes bite-sized pieces, but you can eat that apple. Your success is the same, my friends. Yeah, your success is the same because you're the bar. Exactly what I've been needing to do. My vision. I want to be. Yes, Debbie. Yes. I'm glad you're here, my friend. That's it. That's how you become bulletproof because you see it. Nobody can stop you when you see something because what you see, you start believing. And when you can see it and believe it, you receive it, my friend. It's also the other way. If we only see the bad things happening, that's what we get more of. Haven't you ever been around somebody like, oh, everything bad happens to me? And I'm like, well, what's good going in your life? And they can't answer anything. Then you're on somebody like me and it's like, dude, this is awesome. Like life just gets better all the time because that's all I focus on. Like I will create more six-figure earners in 2026 than I ever have. How many times have you guys heard me say that this year? Thousands? Because I put it into existence, because I will become that mentor. I will create the most amazing 90-day runs, 30-day runs to achieve more six-figure earners than I ever have. I'm becoming the person who can. I tell you all the time because I'm just getting it out in the universe, but I'm getting it into existence in me because I don't quit and I don't lose. So I will create more six-figure earners in 2026 than I ever have. It's already, you guys, y'all are already on my wall that it's happened. Because I become bulletproof to that. It will happen. That, my friends, is how success happens. So anyway, I do got to bounce because we got to get going. Plus, you guys, again, if I'm stranded in New York, I'll probably go live this weekend because, we can only play Uno and cards so much. Okay, YouTube, you've been awesome. If not, I will definitely be back Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Bye, guys.